Well, students and teachers across Tennessee head back to the classroom this week, and we've been sitting down with district leaders all over the Mid-South about back-to-school plans.
And today we're thrilled to be joined by the leader of Collierville Schools, Superintendent Dr. Dyer. Welcome back.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Well, thank you for driving all the way in from
Glad to. Glad to.
And we're going to start with traffic news.
Okay.
If that's okay, because there's some traffic that will impact the first days of school, especially on Thursday and Friday. Road work has been closed on Shelby Drive between the high school and Highway 72, along with Sycamore Road. Now, this causes some complications for you. How is this changing the schedule for Collierville students?
Yeah, it does change, but it's only for our high school. So the elementary schools and middle schools will run a regular schedule this week, but our high school is going to have to adapt a little bit. We have two major roads that are closed. One will open back the following Monday. So for this week, our juniors and seniors will report to school on Thursday, and on Friday, our freshmen and sophomores will enter the school. So we're gonna have to separate that out a little bit. We'll do some virtual learning. The students have been emailed about that, so they understand what's happening. So a little bit of a change for this week, but our elementary and middle schools run just as normal.
Okay, this is a good example of different city divisions working together to make things work, right?
You have to adapt sometimes, and we're making an adaptation here, and it's going to work just fine.
Wonderful. A new law mandates firearm safety education in schools this year. Have you all figured out your curriculum yet? And if so, what does it look like, and who will be teaching those courses?
Yeah, so we're waiting for more information from the state on that. The state is developing the curriculum, and then we'll be implementing that. We don't know exactly what that's going to look like just yet, but as soon as we get that, we'll go through that. We'll make sure our teachers are trained up and make sure that folks that need to be able to deliver that are ready, but we just haven't seen that curriculum come down just yet.
Are there any major changes for Collierville schools that students and parents need to know about?
You know, we have a fantastic school system, and we're very fortunate to have great facilities. But we have had some facilities go through major renovations this summer. West Collierville Middle School and Crosswind both went through major renovations. So when students re-enter those hallways, they're going to notice a big difference physically by what it looks like. It's going to be much more advanced than it was last year. So look forward to that. Other than that, we're having, really another great school year planned. There will be some new teachers, which is always exciting when you come in and see new folks working in our school system. But overall, it really is just a normal school year. We're looking forward to a normal entrance back in and just a regular school year to come.
And part of your strategic plan is to make sure students are college and career ready.
That's right.
What are some of the ways and programs that you have in place to achieve that?
Yeah, it is really important, and we want students to be thinking about college and careers, not just in high school, but starting back in elementary and middle school. So our STEM education, our CTE offerings that we have in middle and high school, really want to offer students the opportunity to look at a menu of options for them. Not every student's going to go to college. We know that. So preparing them for either going into a TCAT or some sort of two-year college to advance themselves, or coming out of high school with a certificate to go into welding or career or nursing or whatever that may be. We want to make sure our students have those skills and abilities, but that starts back in elementary school. You can't wait till high school. You've got to build that pipeline of opportunity.
Definitely.
Some time ago, the school board that you serve bought property along Houston Levee Road with the idea that perhaps someday a school might be built on that site. What's the plan for that? Is there any announcement to make on that?
No announcement on that today. No breaking news as far as that goes. But we did purchase property on Highway 72, on Houston Levee Road. That's for a future school development. We don't know if that would be an elementary school or a middle school just yet. We know it won't be a high school. It'll be either elementary or middle school. But we don't know what that will look like yet. We know the town of Collierville is continuing to grow, and that means we're going to need a new school at some point. So we wanted to work ahead. We were able to get the price of the land at a very reasonable price for the Collierville area. Go ahead and land bank that for now, have that when we need it. That way we're not scrambling down the road when we know we need a new school.
Right. What's the most important thing that you want parents and students to keep in mind as they start back to school on Thursday?
When students are coming back and our parents are entering our buildings and our staff is all back together, I want them to know we're one community. We are one community. We have a vision and a mission for where we want Collierville schools to go. We want to make sure that that's a tangible mission that people can feel, people know that we're serious about what we're doing, but we also want them to know we're going to take care of their kids. You know, we're going to take care of their kids academically, we're going to take care of their kids mentally and emotionally, and all those different pieces of the puzzle. We're here to serve them, and that's a big deal for me.
Wonderful.
All right, let's talk about cell phones. The state passed a new law regarding cell phones that basically bans their use during classroom time. How has this change impacted the policy that had been in place at Collierville?
Really, the new state law mirrors pretty much what we have been doing anyway. So in our K through 8 schools, we have not really allowed cell phones or personal communication devices to be used in the hallways, cafeteria, or in the academic realm unless a teacher allows that for a while now. And at the high school, they made an adaptation last year that really mirrored their state law before it was even passed. So we're not seeing a lot of changes that are going to be new for Collierville families this year and Collierville students. I hope they're used to that by now, and we're trying to teach them how to use this technology in a responsible way.
Right, and these laws will help with that.
They will help with that, and I'm not opposed to these laws and the way that were developed. Again, we're already doing that in a lot of ways, so it's going to really work and coexist together.
All right, very good. Well, we're out of time, but thank you so much again.
Thank you.
Collierville Superintendent Dr. Russell Dyer, thank you so much for coming in, and have a great school year for you and the entire district.
Thank you, and go Dragons.
All right.
All right, thank you so much for being here. We are going to be right back.